Hello everybody, Meteorite here. Welcome back to Death and Taxes. This time we're gonna hopefully continue until we reach some form of an ending.
It's very cold. When did that happen?
Not that cold.
It's freezing. Everything halting to a standstill before...
Stop being so
Why
dramatic.
can't everyone just let you do your thing? Everything would go right if the world stopped getting in your way. Maybe in a new lifetime.
Oh.
When did you last smell the fresh scent of blossoming lilacs? Heard the soft cooing of a puffy bird with a bright plume? Felt the soft hum of the earth, yearning for attention?
Never? Wasn't I created?
The nature of everything. Oh, proud reaper. Sometimes you cut too deep.
Your attention is... Oh, gotta check out this. I don't remember what really happened last time. The massive palace party leaves disaster in its wake. Anonymous attendees report it was a heckin' good party. Delmoire publishes an intriguing memoir of their bank robbing days titled Anti-Capital. And tune in today. These live streams by Jolly Elder are absolutely worth it. Let's see. Your attention is required. I have been informed of a delicate situation. I trust you will handle it as usual. 5 humans have to die. One must be spared. This is of utmost importance. P.S. Do be careful to let the right person live. Do what you do best. Fate. Alright, so Amanda's took over the Daily Moon. Newspaper was in decline. With ruthless determination, they turned the paper into the tabloid powerhouse we know today. While recklessly digging through lives of others, they've used the paper to suppress rumors about themselves. This prominently right-handed teacher enjoys playing a lot of tabletop role-playing games in the vein of Beasts and Swords or Cavernous Horrors of Death. They are afraid of bugs, critters, and other such crawling beasts. On the verge of finishing a proposal for a delivery system infrastructure based on low-cost drones. It would use cutting-edge drones to safely and effectively transport food from stores and restaurants to people. They get the idea while looking at a stressed food delivery person on a bike in the rain. Gordy says they are a physicist because they used to work in a physics lab. In truth, they spent all their time at the warehouse opening crates with a crowbar. They were fired after breaking an ampule of the rare HL 3.0 compound in the lab and have been expecting for nearly 2 decades. Very sad. Raking leaves is hard. Blowing them around with a leaf blower is much more fun. This is why Brandon takes care of the leaves exclusively with a leaf blower, starting it already at 6 in the morning. The toxic fumes of the machine emits don't concern them one bit. And Nija is secretly researching the genetical combining of plants and animals in addition to mammals capable of photosynthesis and sunflowers with ears. They also dream of a pet hedgehog with an actual hedge instead of spines. So far, the research has been costly. They believe it's for a greater good. Their colleagues are on high alert. I guess out of all of them, the systems analyst is like the only one that doesn't seem bad. Gonna go rather quickly through this. Only Lady Poddington is here. What did you do to fate? The old-fashioned phone again rings right as you settle in. The familiar, if grainy voice can be heard.
Grim, you would not believe the fun I am having. Such a transformation from the monotony of the office. It almost makes it all seem worthwhile.
Okay.
Yes, you expect your daily summary, but I still cannot find it in me to burden myself with this matter. So, off you go.
Well, I get my money. That's all that I need.
Welcome back, Grimmy. Always a pleasure to see you around. We here got another quiet Sunday on our hands, though. No action at all. Sure,
I'd like
what's
a
your
drink.
Poison?
Yeah. Get me a corpse reviver.
If you value your sanity, you don't even want to learn the ingredients of this cocktail.
Blah. Electrifying. A burst of liquid lightning blasts through your nervous system. If you had one, that is, but you don't. Every bone begins to vibrate. The vibration builds in a feedback loop until it feels like you might shatter at any moment, but it's a trick of the mind and soon abates.
Au revoir, Lil Reaper.
Look at that. It's a hatchling. I guess they let all sorts work here nowadays. The assemblage must be decay. Yet one must welcome the dregs, one must. What brings you to Florian the Eradicator?
Just trying to meet new people.
Makes you think people are interested in meeting you, though. Got insight into the fabric of the universe, deep reflections on the nature of the office. Save us the boredom. Still,
no.
fate expects us to be polite to one's colleagues because it advances synergy and improves long-term morale.
Jeez, man, I'm just trying to say hi.
I suppose I must then do my best to enlighten you on whatever matters are bothering you today.
What do you think of
A
Fate?
capable bureaucrat, but lately seems to be losing his way. Too much faffing around with pointless minutiae. And the funds for regulations. I've always said we should be able to mark people to death more freely. But no, always with these limitations. I am the best and brightest of the bunch. When I aim for the jugular, I do not miss. With blood and guts, I will paint my magnum opus on the canvas of cosmos.
Very avant-garde.
All flesh is temporary. We here provide the herd with an escape from their meat prison.
Their meat prison, you say?
It is called salvation, or at least the closest thing they'll ever get.
Are you implying you mark people to death all the time?
Not. Rules to follow and quotas to fill, as we all must, even if I consider management far too lenient.
At times I agree.
I just make sure to enjoy every slash and stab. Take pride in a successful exit. For that is what we are born to do. Yes, we Deathbringers. All have to die.
What's stopping you from marking everybody?
Unthinkable. You mean to suggest I go against fate's rules and kill more people? A lot more. All of them. I mean, it'd be amazing. Yeah. A glorious day. But, such fantasy. I can bide my time until their atrophy.
Well, great chat.
Ciao, little hatchling. Lessons learned, off you go.
Off I go. Guess I can't talk to that one. Nothing new in the mirror. Let's see. Leaf blower dead after getting struck in the head with a flat iron thrown by a neighbor. Leaf blowers should be banned to increase urban air quality, lower stress levels. Thousands of already low-paid deliver workers lose job to carrier drones. Managing editor of the Daily Moon drowns after caught stalking and harassing offspring of local crime boss. Ex-physicist and loiter dead after falling into a vat of radioactive goo. Should we really have a lake of hazardous material just outside the city? And a freak-related accident claims the life of a young teacher. Today is simple, Grim. It is as if great calmness has enveloped the world. I do not see the need for many deaths for today. 2 humans have to die. New discoveries await. Fate. Let's see. Used to work in the animation industry, but grew increasingly tired and stressed due to lengthy work hours. These days, they're self-employed, running their own tiny art studio and taking commissions from businesses to just general fan art enthusiasts. For several years now, Nepis has gone from one temp job to another, just one more temp job and you're qualified for the real thing. The university career consultant told them, but that was 3 temp jobs ago. Marie is all about living in the present, their past long forgotten. Several years ago, they moved to live near the glacier at Northern Point. Has always loved mountaineering, photography, sculpting, and modern dance. Antonioni is known for making experimental games and genre-bending art pieces. Lately, they've experimented with pain-based control schemes, facial features, base difficulty levels, psychedelic imagery, and incredibly addicting game mechanics. One small nudge away from making it big. Well, I mean, there's two people who are trying to live, and two who are not so much. Not making it through their life all that well, so.
Grim,
Welcome back.
how about we skip the pleasantries and get back to usual pointless drudgery? Right. I see the exact amount of profiles requested. At least someone seems to be up to their task. Whatever.
Sorry, have I offended you somehow, Mr.
You?
Fate?
No, Grim, you have not. Why am I livid? Because the rest of highest management thought it necessary to remind me that taking sudden leave is detrimental to our aspirations.
I mean, they're kind of right.
Because they thought to admonish me for taking a couple of days to perform important research.
I am kind of curious about this important research.
Because, as was reminded, the saying goes, now, how was it? Nothing in life is more certain than...
Death and taxes? Good old title drop?
Yes, exactly. Either way, the nerve they have to lecture me on how to do my job.
Kinda like how you do to me every day.
It is rather irritating, is it not? No matter, Grim. I apologize for taking it out on you. Good night.
Everyone's gotta eat, man. Bars closed. Mortimer, maybe next run. Nothing in the mirror. Promising young architect wins with grand prize for monumental sustainable sauna. Game developer struggles with getting multi-sensory gaming experience to work. It mostly just feels like bugs crawling all over your skin. Death of young temp worker sparks outrage, leading to increased rights and benefits to temp workers. And 5 simple exercises in 5 seconds. My modest excuses, Grim. Right, the situation is that everything got all jumbled up in our fax delivery system. You should listen to your gut today. Your gut, yes? Because you are, a skeleton. Quota for the day, go with the flow. Toodles, Fate. Now I'm in charge. Let's see, who needs to sticks when you have fancy algorithms and amazing concepts like AI and machine learning. They put the data in and regard the results as absolute truth, requiring no critique. The almighty machine knows all. Mostly stays at home raising their kid after the death of their spouse. It's been a rough going both mentally and physically, but they're making do thanks to the support network of family and friends. Let's see, Michael runs a @influencer account wherein it looks as if their cat is doing book reviews. Lately they have been thinking about getting another cat, perhaps one that reviews articles. Quite happy with not having a significant other at the moment, as self-made, being terrible at everything, their central artistic and performative thesis, all of this act of self-referral rebellion, they have actually grown very popular in accordance with the current climate. You. Feels old and tired, they've lived a good enough life as they see it and would like to get on with it already, to see whatever lies beyond the veil, so to speak, or doesn't. They don't really care either way as long as death finally gets around to them. Who needs statistics when you have fancy? Yeah, go ahead and grab that one. Started looking for work right after graduation but hasn't found one yet, mainly because jobs these days require them to have previous work experience. While the only way to get the required work experience is to have the job they're applying to. Meanwhile, they're training to be the world's fastest Onyx Cube solver. Tales from a small village on the coast where they spent their early years studying ichthyology. Ichthyology? I don't know. This later inspired them to turn their attention towards global matters to the multitudinous interrelated networks that make up our planet. I don't know, that seems kind of dangerous. Let's see, Chad quit college several years ago and started making YouTube videos with their parents' basement. 80% of the content is about philosophy and 20% critical analysis of why they got dumped yet again. Helps young people get excited about lifting weights and being physically active in general. They also make a lot of easily accessible social media content, including proper lifting form to prevent injuries. Started a fund to support children's sports facilities. How would a lot of people live?
Is your hand tired? Are your fingers getting stiff? You've been clicking around for quite a while.
Yeah, a bit.
Perhaps a short break is in order? Time to gather your wits? Stretch a bit? The world won't explode if you step away for a second. Probably.
Thanks for caring?
No problem. It wasn't that easy getting you here. To the office, where you belong.
Grim, welcome. You know, pursuing my art has given me insights. I have been thinking of humanity, of mortality, their importance, worth, and meaning.
And what's the result so far? I think that they are important and meaningful.
But is it enough? Listen, is death really such a bad thing? It would be better for everyone. In fact, do these humans even truly exist? Their ephemeral being leads to no relevant outcome. It is all transient, no matter what they do or achieve in life.
Go on, I'll hear you
They
out.
exist in a state of hubris and arrogance, considering them the center of the universe. Yet without them, the sun still sets and rises. Stars explode, galaxies form, or get torn apart. There are departments even for these events.
So, what you're saying is that their entire life is irrelevant, why do they exist?
Humans are not the be-all, end-all pinnacle of creation. They are small and insignificant, yet full of themselves. The grandeur of everything will not get superseded by specks of nothing.
I'm not sure that's fully accurate.
It matters not how they live through their subjective experiences, millions upon billions of them, everyone considering themselves unique. And technically they are, I suppose, on a minor scale, yet also exceedingly similar. Copying each other, living through similar events with similar basic reactions, while the universe is full of endless wonders they cannot and will not even experience or perceive, ever.
Still listening.
Their presence is not even necessary to validate these events outside their subjective experience or understanding. Do you know the saying, Grim? If a tree falls in the forest and no one is around to hear it...
Does it even make a sound?
Good, yes. Imagine that. Life reduced only to some human vicinity. The ultimate height of arrogance ingrained in them. To imagine their presence to be paramount. The tree does not only sound, it has been sounding a long time. It has grown without anyone present. It has lived a life. None of this requires humanity to be there to bear witness.
Not exactly. Green here.
Then you have much yet to learn. Good night, Grim.
I'm following where, you know, kind of insignificant. But at the same time... Let's see, welcome to the end of the road. 98 reasons Mean Gross was wrong. Physical fitness of children improving with each year. Traffic collision on the Westerhold motorway claims like scientists. 2 others survive with injuries. Writer's block ends more lives than you imagine. Local youth comes in second at Global Onyx Cube Solving Tournament. I'll get it next year. Popular Review Cats get a brand new sponsorship deal with Trans Global Inc. Big company stock prices plummet after a series of questionable data-driven decisions. Severe droughts worldwide seen as existential threat to once booming agriculture. Important, Grim, I must inform you of a severe event. The atmosphere seems to have cracked open, figuratively. We will see where this takes us. 4 humans have to die. Keep up the good work. 8. Okay. Let's see, herding pigs for 40 years, continuing the long line of pig farmers and their family. Religiously wears the green boots every day, believing in the touch of pig manure gives them lucky properties. Push-ups, punches, running, it's time to move the body. Used to be a drill sergeant but got discharged for being too belligerent, even by military standards. Now they teach physical education in a middle school. Began their career as customer support agent in a well-known corporation's overseas branch. They climbed up the corporate ladder and are looking to keep the branch running through economic difficulties. Currently visiting in Cosmopolis, trying to negotiate additional funding. A general farmer has taken care of their family's ranch since their adulthood. The ranch itself has seen better days, with most of the livestock lost to severe droughts and the machinery completely dilapidated. trying desperately to restore the range to working order with their small family, and considers masonry a formidable art, a mixture of intricate design and impressive monumentality. They've convinced that the Cosmopolis city needs to construct a proper city wall again. You will get to live trying to make a life for yourself even through difficult times. Mr. Fate, Boss Man Guy.
Ah, the beginning. It has the sweet taste of deliverance. Every blade of grass, every ray of light. It is a captivating day, is it not, Grim? No.
I guess?
I know so, Grim. Never before have I experienced such certainty. My high spirits leave me at a loss for words.
So what am I supposed to do?
What you always do, Grim. It is your job to take care of the world. I trust you to make the correct choices. I, myself, must concentrate. The muses have struck me. They beckon. Work to be done while there is still time.
Very well. Let's see, torrential rains, pelt unusually arid deserts causing massive mudslides, young cow gives life to save ranch owner from barn fire, economic wonderkind found dead in local park, officials suspect heat stroke, more and more people dying of starvation in developing countries, collapse of under construction city wall leaves many injured, overseer dead, project cancelled, local pig slips in pig manure, hits head on water bowl and dies. Green boots reported stolen. Famous burger joint St. Bonk's under scrutiny by ethics commission. What ho, Grim? Oh dear, the oceans are boiling. This is certainly going to affect international trade. 6 humans must die. Fate. So one person gets to live, the rest of them not so lucky. Serving tables since they enrolled in college to pay tuition fees, they constantly dream of a better world, longing for their childhood's simpler times. They plan on taking a gap year after finishing college to see the year troubled as it is. As the world's oceans grow more hostile, has undertaken a top-secret solo mission to nuke what is remaining of the polar ice caps in a wild attempt to cool down the planet. Ever since being a young student, they have always dreamed of saving the world and it being completely misguided in how to do it. A life of crime has their life ever since they were born, part of a gangster family. They have taken flight with much of their supposed shared wealth, are looking to spend the rest of their days in an apocalypse bunker. He is actively hunted by the rest of their family in a vendetta. Brianna is a person of simple pleasures. They are living out their retirement in the rural area of Cosmopolis City, waiting for not much else than the sun to rise the next day. They enjoy reading science fiction books and crafting lucky charms. Despite their young age, Tiffany has become a somewhat difficult pop music icon. Oh, successful, not difficult. And he tries to shake the fashion world only by wearing secondhand clothing. Their most recent find is a pair of funky green boots from the vicinity of a cake bar. For decades, has made a living by hunting wild game. Recently, they have become fascinated with certain conspiracy videos on YouTube and convinced that there's a monster living in a nearby swamp. And last but not least, hunted by the suicidal people they've had to run over, even though there's nothing they could have done. They've started writing a series of romance novellas about a nihilistic food delivery person and a religious library worker. In the climactic moment, one of them saves the other from jumping in front of a subway train. Alright. Boots the first. Ooh. The mirror has something to say.
What, pray tell, happened to the world?
I did.
Stuck in a hole and insistent on using the scythe as a shovel. Do you know the story of the wyvern and the prince consort?
No,
Of course
please
you
do
do.
tell.
A young, quick-witted prince consort was once kidnapped by a wyvern. Using their gift of charm, they tried to alter the ways of the wyvern in order to save their lands. Soon, the beast and the prince found resonating ideas and ambitions. They molded the land in rather inept ways, whilst thwarting attempts of rescue by the queen. Then the wyvern, tired of the desolation, ate the prince and flew away.
And I'm the
Yes.
prince. You would have answered yes to any of those?
Yes. It doesn't matter if your mistakes were countless or few, as long as you learned the lesson. We are thankful of our time together, even as it's quickly running out. It'll be pretty horrible from here on out.
Grim, I find myself at an impasse. Lend me your thoughts.
My thoughts are all yours, boss.
Should my prose be more experimental? Or should I stick to traditional narrative techniques?
Yeah, I prefer conventional narratives.
Right, yes. There is a reason it has persevered for so long. You are still here, Grim? I guess you want to talk about work instead?
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, fine. Let us take a look at the situation. My, so much chaos. Pain and suffering are off the charts. Everything is on fire, while ice invades from the polar zones. How did that even happen? Endless mountains of trash, undrinkable water, unbreathable air, toxic pollution. The ultimate ecological masterpiece. And in the center of it, Kathleen Holmes. I never knew a human could be this destructive.
Kathleen Holmes. Did I have a chance to kill her?
What can I say? Things do not seem to be going well at all.
Can't seem to make a difference.
Are you sure you are trying hard enough?
I don't know. Kind of unclear.
What is done is done. These are the consequences you must live with, while you still live. Off to work, Grim. Certainly you have no time to waste now.
I hope you read this post-haste. This is a first. Hi. Are you done? Thank you, phone. Now, I hope you read this post-haste. This is a first. An entire continent has turned into a desert. There are not many humans left there, but now is their final hour. Quota up for the day. 2 humans have to die. The future is grim. Fate. The absurd scene as notorious mafia family seemingly massacred itself with infighting, deranged scientists crushed by the stolen nuclear warhead in Cosmopolis Harbor. Authorities utterly baffled. World leaders warn of radicalization as disaster looms over human habitats. Failing supply chains cause starvation death. All over the country, elderly people hit the hardest. Local fast food establishment ignores corporation orders and distributes free food for the needy. Collision throws 2 subway trains off elevated tracks, both operators dead. Body found in swamp, suspected to be local hunter. The swamp monster has claimed another victim. Tragedy strikes as the young pop idol slips on stage, hits head and dies. The green boots they reportedly worn have gone missing. Let's see. Healer pensioner who keep roaming all around town with a kettle in hand, always mumbling about the kettle not being warm enough. No one seems to know what, if anything, is in the kettle. It's a mystery. Sorry, but we need strong people. Dame Gal is groomed from an early age to take over the family business, which happens to be one of the largest food and beverages companies in existence. In their free time, they enjoy long-distance hiking and survivalist exercises, and aggressively advocating for new radical policy while completely eliminates all taxes. Any and all vocal opponents are mercilessly mocked. I mean, what did taxes ever do for us anyways? They ensure that the government has funding in order to take care of the people, hopefully.
Hello, Grim. I have been absorbed in my work. Tell me, how goes it out there in the wilds?
It's just properly spiraling out of control.
Fate unconstrained, with nothing to stop it. Seems a terrible power, yes? Endless rows of industrial smokestacks pumping out poison, chemical waste pooling into the groundwater, a total collapse of the biosphere.
I wouldn't say total collapse.
My. It truly looks like the end. I am giddy with anticipation.
Yeah, pretty bad stuff.
The worst. Well, I do hope you will manage.
You got any pointers?
Goodness, look at the time, Grim. Precious moments wasted. Enjoy your night.
Will do, boss.
Ever wonder if there's a way to do things differently? Well, scuttle me boat, why don't ye? Clear as a crisp spring morn, I remember the day, in the cave at the bottom of an ocean, but 'twas guarded by a horrendous beast. So, Had no choice but to underwater arm wrestle the Kraken. All 8 tentacles. Afterwards, I met a hag with crow feet wrinkles on her face, and wrinkled crow faces on her feet. She knew me well, though we had not met before. Gifted me this ominous globe. Maybe 'twas a warning of a kind. Maybe she just fancied me. I did die about a week later.
Wow. His tragic end. Got a snow globe from... Wow, it's like a fire globe. Let's see, CEO of Best Food Inc. steps down as company valuation takes massive tumble due to worldwide food shortages. Mysterious kettle elder goes missing during latest tour of the city. Unrest grows as world population faces imminent collapse. Insanely through science report shows mankind is utterly doomed. Local swamp reportedly inhabited by a green monster. Apocalypse now. Unbeknownst to themselves, human society has finally collapsed. Whatever normalcy and humanity was left in the world is now swiftly fading. The remaining humans have to die. Happy end. Fate. Let's see, finally gathered enough data to postulate that humanity is completely unable to cope with recent ecological changes. Recently published their work on social media in hopes of leaving a warning for next generations if there are any. Wetland scientists who recently moved into a little cottage in the swamp where they can monitor soil measurements 24/7. Wanders around in a frog costume, scaring lost hikers for entertainment. You know, I don't think that the world can get any worse.
You've done well, Grand Reaper.
We both know that
Yeah,
that's not true.
Wasn't believable at all. We lack the imagination to pretend this is a world where you were competent. So, what comes next?
You're the chatty one, so how do I fix it?
Too late. Unless you cobble together a bit of temporal manipulation. Hop over to a different reality and do better. That'd really be something.
Right, I'll just push my universal undo button.
If such a button existed, it'd obviously be called, like, New World Plus. Go on, oddball. Nothing else to wait for.
I don't even know what to think now. I don't think this is fine. Fine, it's fine.
Sums you right up. Either devastating mediocrity or destructive apathy. We've reached the end. In general, I mean. Not with us. We will never leave you. As long as there is a you, there will be us. Until the next round.
It is growing quieter, Grim. Not much left now.
No, nothing
The
left.
last day beckons. Whatever will it bring? The planet is virtually uninhabitable. The few remnants choking on noxious air. It is the last gasp of humanity. Slowly going out. It is a bit of a somber moment, now that I think about it. I have been with them for so long. Anyway, and crucially, my book is nearing completion.
So when do I get to
Soon
read
enough.
it?
Patience, my friend. Leave me to my grand labor, Grim. Tomorrow we shall deal with the final matters of this office.
Yeah, I didn't expect to get paid. We have come to it at last. Only one choice left to make. The last human must die. Sign up for our weekly newsletter. Rumored swamp monster listed as endangered species protected. Now that you are not here, now that we will no longer talk, soon it will be over. One last entity suddenly across an endless wasteland, drawing their final breath. Live anyways.
The last day, Grim. The last choice. So, how did you choose?
Fair.
As you wish. It does not matter. One human is not enough to save the species, after all. But we ought not prolong the suffering of the last one. No need for such cruelty.
What went wrong? I still don't get it for some reason.
Really, Grim? Honestly, this is not like rocket science. It should seem fairly obvious I caused the end times, yes?
Yeah, to some extent.
The great dying is by my design. It is true, I do not love humanity. Not a bit.
Yeah, you didn't really hide that either.
But why, you ask?
I didn't, but go ahead.
I have grown tired of it all. This tedious existence. These humans. The endless tirade of death. It is all meaningless, you see. An endless loop of monotony that I cannot escape. That we cannot escape.
Of course
Do you
not.
know how long I have been doing this? I barely remember myself.
Yeah, and there was a fate before you too, right?
I am exhausted and sick of it all. I wish to stop, but no one can leave until the job is done. But if the great dying claimed them all, then I could be free and claim the rest I deserve. So, I helped the great dying along, piece by piece. No need for an equilibrium. This office will not be necessary, and we can all fade away.
And I was your trusted minion.
And performed admirably. Off you go, Grim. Do what you wish with these final hours. We will not be meeting again.
What? You're not taking with me? Society's falling and the world exploited. Humanity wiped out. As you powerlessly wait to fade away. But at least taking me with ya.
Fellow traveler, that was fun, wasn't it? The choices, the excitement. Admittedly, ye did largely screw everything up. The world is in shambles and all. Can't really change that. But I can offer a new cycle. A turn of the hourglass, and ye shall be set upon a path in a fresh timeline. A parallel world, so to speak. There you will again find every friend and enemy, hope and error. Knowledge and loot will remain, of course. Otherwise, 'tis the eternal recurrence of all things.
Maybe I should have gotten the lamp. New chance or the end?
Finally, the new... I am Fate. I am the keeper of world order.
We meet again.
We, have not met before. Are you feeling well? Anyway, welcome to your new job as an overseer of Cosmopolis City Subdivision 4, the Sun County Wine Region. I know what you are thinking, and yes, your assignment is choosing humans who have to die. Pretty standard stuff.
Yep.
As it is your first day, try to get to know the system, and do not destroy the world, yes? Gallows humor, you see? Right.
Extremely. Yes. I'd like to get to work right now.
Oh, the commitment. Yes, onward to your workplace. One more thing. This will be your 7-day evaluation period. When the week is done, you will be assessed. 1 week to show us what you are made of, Reaper.
Look at it. It's so beautiful right now. One human must die. Let's see.
Oh, the new death spawn. Welcome. How was your first day?
Good.
Great. We are counting on your dedication. You do important work, after all. Remember, lives are on the line.
Yeah.
I see exactly one person perished today, as tasked. Did you figure out the best choice?
There are only two
Indeed.
options.
I am glad you are paying attention. In the future, I may require you to make more difficult choices. Such is the unfortunate, indisputable, incontrovertible, ironclad law of Cosmos. Question.
Still don't understand exactly. No, I'm ready.
Keep your eye on the letter for future guidelines. And keep up the good work.
Of
A
course.
new day awaits.
Off I go.
You go now.
Welcome back, good customer. 'Tis nice of ye to visit me emporium again. Though I may have little to provide ye.
Never mind those other options. You want to buy my award plaque?
Nay! You're taking a piss, right? Why'd I ever be interested in utter junk?
Come on, it's for the best
Aye.
newcomer.
I know what 'tis for. Ye think I haven't seen a mountain of them for? Every single new Reaper. Be off and return when you're ready to do business again.
Fine, fine. I don't have enough for the Infernal Illuminator yet. One with an engineering or industrial background has to die. Original party animal and love really obscure horror. They're also a member of a podcast about bad films. Studied engineering at a young age. They studied engineering at the Polytechnical Institute. Then they started a side career as a MeTuber, mostly videos about engineering where they gained considerable following. Mainly, they aspire towards becoming a film director. Alright, you and you.
Grim, how was the second day on the job?
More or less like the previous.
Oh, you mean like yesterday? Yes, I suppose so. So, did you follow the rules properly?
I am following your
Wonderful.
rules.
It is nice to see one so driven. Continue the good work, and do not let tough choices get you down.
Can I get a vacation?
Nope. Rest well. You will need it. See you soon.
Lady Poddington.
Jolly Roger! Again ye honor me, tiny abode, with your visit.
Let's see. Hipster panic as a trendy bike shop shuts down after owner's death. A new day dawns, you ought to know the drill by now. 2 humans have to die. Penchant for studying, not really trying to get anywhere or achieve anything specific at the moment. They're just learning all that comes within their field of view. Been in politics for over 40 years, and in that time they've worked hard on relaxing the government's meddling in the real estate market. Though nobody has found proper proof, there have been rumors that they have been taking many bribes from a number of realtor agencies. As fruit courier for some extra money. Life changed at a supermarket after tapping a customer on the shoulder. They were struck with an intense vision, since they've tried to convince everyone that an omnipotent being walks among humans, loitering in stores, asking people to sign a petition about it.
Grim, my latest spawn. 3 days you have been with us. How do you feel?
Feel like getting back to work? Feel hungry. How's that even
Probably
possible?
some of the psychic residue left over from the creation. Making a death is not simplistic alchemy. Now, let me take a look at the files you sent in today. Right. Everything looks to be in order. You have followed the rules and marked the correct amount of profiles. There really is not much else to say. You may leave. See you tomorrow.
Yep.
Prepare for a perilous adventure on the ocean of quality merchandising. The base, the marble plate of yore. The arms melted from the cannons of a galleon. A socket, a shell of a ferocious sea monster. The shade made from the skull of the beast of Hogward. The coil bent from the thorns of a rose bush in Guyana. I, me drinking buddy, a master electrosmith, built this illuminator. He also loved to spark me drink and laugh gleefully when me whole jaw sizzled. Pranked him right back by knocking his teeth out.
Got him good. With me Inferno Illuminator, hopefully we can save the world. So how does this work? So what does it mean though? All of them have all four. Okay, gotta kill off 3 of them. Doesn't really look like it matters who.
Grim, there you are. All the profiles are here.
You even adhered to my little test note.
I am beginning to sense a tinge of pride growing within me. If you keep this up, you will get far. Anyway, I am quite busy tonight, so you can go. Until tomorrow, Grim.
Let's see. If there are any humans with a science background. Parents beware, death metal artist trying to summon demon. Sacrifice itself in order to prevent radiation leak. They all look the same. I don't get it. Oh, I see now. We don't really know either way. Well, I already have two that are dying, so this one can live. All right.
Knock, knock.
Who's
That's
there?
exactly the question, ain't it?
Must be losing my
Nothing to
mind.
lose, I'm afraid. You might be gaining something instead.
So what are
We
you?
are the exalted Chimera, envied by all the blind, arrogant fools. We are Angst Ex Nihilo. We are nothing, a despicable failure. We are Elan Vital, the guide who won't lead astray. If only you were. We are death. How does it feel?
What does what feel?
You know, be seeing you, Reaver. It's a grim world out there.
A fake.
What a day, Grim. What a day. Good. I see the correct amount of profiles. Anyway, Grim, 5 days you have been with us. How does it feel to make the difficult choices?
My current choice
No
would be to
interest
skip
in
the chat.
waxing philosophical? Before you go, are there any questions you would like to ask me?
Not really.
It has been enlightening. I bid you a good night.
We've already seen the answer to all three of those. Health has diminished. Everything else seems fine. Alright, any with economy. The two are retired. Should focus on her necessity. So that's 3. Bus driver can live. Okay, I'm starting to see how the lamp works.
Ah, Grim. It looks to be a rough day out, yet you seem to have performed adequately. How do you feel after such a day?
I worked it all out.
We have to do what is necessary. Let us hope these days do not continue. Any idea what happened?
Don't you know what happened?
I am. And yes, I do. Yet what use is a reaper? Your answer would intrigue me, yes?
Perhaps an economic crash, corruption.
Interesting. An insightful streak may yet rattle inside. Off you go now, Grim. Good night.
Whoa. Hello there. I'm Sari, and I welcome you to Cerberus's Den, the finest drinking establishment this side of the void. I sure as heck haven't seen you before. You must be brand new. You know, bow ties are very classy. I'll never go out of style. Probably.
Thank you, Cersei.
How are you liking existence thus far?
Same as last time I existed.
Aha. You're one of these odd reapers, aren't you? Always saying cryptic things. Can't blame you, though. Better to spice things up. This place can get hella boring otherwise. Okay, newbie, before we continue, I got this little game I play with every fresh-faced patron. It's real simple. All you gotta do is answer a series of questions, and I'll craft a personalized drink inspired by what you said. It's like a quiz.
Let's do it.
Here we go. Prepare for question number 1. Before you lies a table teeming with plants. You have to eat one of the plants. Your very life depends on it. What kind of plant would you prefer to eat?
Mushrooms. All of
Time for
them.
question number 2. You wake up after an accident that has left you in a coma for decades. Your body and mind are ravaged beyond repair. The doctors offer a solution. A cybernetic brain transplant with a personality of your choice. Which will you choose?
Murder
Next
bot.
up, question 3. Almost there. You are given the chance to level up one attribute of your character. Which aspect would you increase?
Intelligence. Cyberity. Grimism. Capistun. Calligraphy. Or Bonstitution. Probably the Bonstitution.
Alright, final stretch. As I said, 4 is all anyone. You get to cook for a group of friends, but are lacking some very important ingredients, without which your meal will hardly be a master. From what little you can scrounge together, which will make the best topping for a pizza?
Onion.
Got it. Let me just calculate the results. Take a moment. Loud, critical, many grievances. Not difficult to figure out what mixture this has to be. First up, 4 centiliters of salmiak licorice and 2 centiliters of a botanical spirit of your choice. Anything that's not gin, basically. Then, 2 deciliters of hot chocolate and topped with whipped cream. Throw in some salty licorice crystals as a side garnish.
Are you quite sure?
This tells no lie. Okay, this one's called sauerkrauts. First one's on the house.
Blah. The drink overflows with the taste of an oceanic planet and the throngs of a subcrustal collapse. A sharp and self-furious assault on all senses. The acerbic turmoil of a quake and crystalline cave glittering in all the colors of the spectrum, leaving you hollow on the inside. It's almost a death-changing experience. Yes, I like it.
Heck, an understatement of the century! Now what else can I get you?
Who else works in
Heck,
the
were I
office?
able to count and name all the folks? Likely haven't fully realized the size of this place. We've got you reapers and all the myriad departments, the custodian legion, the weariless data grinders of the calculatorium, the abysmal archive with its archivists. Cadaver resources, they're just plain odd, but someone's got to deal with the internal issues. Middle management, nobody knows what they actually do. Higher management, but they don't visit us. Basically ever. Same with fate. Many of the regular workers come by the den though, so keep your eyes and ears open. What else you got in mind?
I'll be
Au
going.
revoir, Lil Reaper.
Ooh.
Really? That is what you're going for?
Sorry to bother you.
As if I didn't have enough on my plate. Now I have to deal with a baby lemonhead.
Hey now, Gus, play nice.
Well, seems I'm stuck with you now. You want to ask questions or something?
I'm good. See ya.
Yeah, I'm going to get back to work anyway.
Just saying hi, Gus. The world's already catching on fire. Let's see, 2 humans have to die. Spare humans who seem helpful against the troubles. Okay, determined to rise on the career ladder and soon become the boss of the fracking firm. Groups together with their artist girlfriend, like craft beer and biking. Comes from an abusive family, which ultimately made them very protective of their older sister, do anything to keep her safe as such. No impact. Wait. Good impact. Lots of good, not so much bads. Means that the rest of you get to live. Lucky all of you. Only good things, a little bit of health. Oh, that's not great. A little bit of economy, should have just let him die. That's about all the time that I've got for today. Next time that we head in for this, I'm not sure. I think that I'll just go through and do a couple where I try and get all of the answers. Then I'll guide us through possibly a good run. Once I start learning more about the people and what they actually do for the world. Until next time, though.